Oscar Guy here. So I had the immense pleasure of watching Killers of the Flower Moon, the new film by the master himself, Martin Scorsese, a whopping day early ahead of its release. I'm doing what I can. And there's something about this Marty guy. He can make a pretty good movie, huh? Yep, this film goes to show us that Marty, at 80 years of age, can still make landmark cinema well into the 21st century. He has such a versatile breadth of work under his belt, with at least a half a dozen of those films labeled as masterpieces. And, dare I say, that may now include this one. Killers of the Flower Moon tells the tragic true story of the calculated mass murders of the Osage people at the onset of capitalist America in the 1920s, the details of which were first documented in the widely praised nonfiction book of the same name. Over the course of its epic 3.5-hour runtime, sheesh Marty, it swiftly and suavely recounts these events through the perspectives of the crime's victims, culprits, and investigators, with the narrative's emotional focus on both Leo and Lily Gladstone's characters as Ernest and Molly Burkhart, respectively. Every step of the way, this is as engaging as it gets. Scorsese, Thelma Schoonmaker, and company have done it again and delivered a masterfully assembled portrayal of these events. Equal parts tragic, gut-wrenching, poetic, entertaining, and even educational that everyone, especially Americans, should see at least once. We just don't deserve for the story to be told by the man himself, especially since he coordinated firsthand with the Osage peoples themselves during the film's production. Let's talk about the performances here. Leo gives in probably one of his top 2 performances. De Niro honestly hasn't been better since Cape Fear, I said what I said, and there are also a surprising plethora of smaller supporting performances that stand out as well. Here's looking at you, Fraser, Clemens, Lithgow, this guy. But the heart of this film remains with the supremely commanding Lily Gladstone, who damn near steals the entire movie altogether with her hauntingly understated and at times heartbreaking performance. Molly is the emotional glue of this tale that adheres everything together. Throughout the film, you are standing alongside the journey of all of these figures up until the very end, which I don't really want to give away as per usual, but I will say it elevates the film to even another level in hindsight. Now, from my perspective, you do feel the length just a wee little bit, and I do wish there was a little more development and prominence of the late Robbie Robertson's musical score, but regardless, Killers of the Flower Moon is another unquestionable masterwork from Martin Scorsese that I will be thinking about for quite some time. I am going to give Killers of the Flower Moon a 4.8 out of 5. You know the drill. Let's talk about them those Oscar chances. They're chances. I'm going to tell you they're chances. Frankly, this deserves almost everything in its running. It's almost guaranteed that this bad boy will lock in at least 10 nominations next year, mark my words. Picture, director, adapted screenplay, editing, production design, costume design, maybe and hopefully score, and of course acting noms for Leo, De Niro, and Gladstone. Yeah, I'm not so sure why people are undervaluing Killers of the Flower Moon in their predictions, but it sure does have some steep competition, I will admit. But we'll just have to see, Marty. We will just have to see. Speaking of seeing, I'm gonna see myself out of here. Thanks guys for watching, and Oscar Guy is out.